なんでそんなに恨まれているのかよくわからないの。ミヤ、ベン、教えて。お母さんは一体何をしたの？何千年も世界中の人々。
Please, carefully reflect on your words, Gabi. Your kind. Did her mother do anything? Did I do anything? As a person from South Africa, I ask that. What did I do? What did her mother do? What did she do? What did you... Okay, well, let's not talk about what you did. Because sadly, you've done things.
虐殺したからでしょ。望まれない子を産ませて数えきれないほど人を殺してきたの。被害者ぶるのはやめて。でもお母さんはこの辺で生まれ育ったから、そんなひどいこと。
You know how many comments I've gotten, especially while I was watching Attack on Titan for the first time, people telling me go back from where you came from. Because I'm white and I don't come from Africa, but I was born here. My parents were born here. Damn, this hits fucking close to home. Usually I wouldn't even bring this up. But in the last couple of days, maybe not even a week, I realized that there's no point in hiding my feelings. If I can logically and clearly state how I feel, I don't think there is a need for anyone to be offended. And if people want to cancel me for voicing my opinions on things, so be it.
世界中の人を虐殺したから。お母さんは誰も殺してない。なんでお母さんは生きたまま体を食べられたの？ねえ、何のために殺されたの？ねえ、なんで？
での威力偵察でした。カヤさんのお母さんはそれに巻き込まれたんです。お母さんには何の罪もありません。ごめんなさい。
ありがとう、ベン。教えてくれて。でもベンが謝るのはおかしいよ。マーレで生まれただけなのに。
それでカヤさんはその状況からどうやって助かったんですか？
Oh my god! Sasha saved her and Gabi killed Sasha. Whew, that's bad. Shame. Holy fuck. Thank God Falco is there to like stop her from doing something she'll regret. I mean, she should already regret things, but more things. That was a great episode.
私はお姉ちゃんみたいな人になりたいの。
獣の巨人の死骸を調べた結果、爆破され粉々になったジークの体が部分的に見つかった。大打撃を受けたマーレ軍はすぐさま攻勢に転じることはないと。今すぐにパラディ島を奇襲すべきです。
I find myself at this point in time rooting for certain people on both sides. On this side, I'm rooting for Reiner. Because he has been that side, he has made his mistakes, he regrets them, he understands that they were mistakes, so I'm kind of rooting for him, I'm kind of rooting for them to save Falco and Gabi. Hopefully by that time Gabi will also have come to her senses. I don't condone anything in the past that Reiner has done. At the very least, he's aware of his own mistakes. He's aware of both sides. We need more people like him. We need people who've made mistakes and who understand them to give their input on the situation and how things can get better. But I'm also obviously rooting for people on the other side, because there are people who don't, they didn't want to do things the way Eren did. They were looking for other ways. And if only more people like that could find each other on both sides, I think they could convince other people like Gabi, like Falco is convincing Gabi, like Falco is stopping Gabi. I feel like if we have more people like that on both sides, then eventually we could come to terms that both sides are trying to protect their own, but there's a right way to go about that and a wrong way to go about that. There's a way that perpetuates what happened to you, the horrible things that happened to your side, and then there's a way that reaches out and tries to what's the word? Tries to make peace, tries to come to terms, tries to meet in the middle. I don't know, but there's a different way to go about things. Anyway, I'm going to stop the video here. I will be doing a review so that I can give my score on this episode. Share some, I don't know if I'll share any more thoughts. I got pretty emotional at the end, and if the ending song was a bit longer, I might have, but it's stuff that it really hits home. It really, I can relate. I've been told a lot of bad things about myself and who I am and where I live and what my ancestors have done. But telling me bad things is nothing bad that has ever been done to me. So I don't want to act like I'm some kind of victim or martyr. People saying bad things to me is not the same as people doing bad things to me. So although it does hurt me to see these kinds of scenes and it hits home, it's not the same as like there are people that have suffered so much more than me. If you want to research the farm murders that are happening in South Africa, people that are being not killed but slaughtered, children being boiled alive, women being raped, men being tortured to death, not just white people, but even sympathizers, Marley restorationists, I don't know what you would call them in our world, but even just people who might not agree with the people who want to slaughter white farmers. Although I want you to understand that I have not suffered physical harm, thankfully, as a result of these kinds of ideas or concepts in our country. There is a lot of this shit happening, and that's why it does make me emotional. It does make me scared. I'm scared shitless, because there are people that are like Gabi in the real world that feel that I need to suffer. Some of them feel like I need to suffer physical harm as a result of what my ancestors did. There are people, not in my country only, but in people all over the world that feel like that I deserve to pay for what my ancestors did. So I haven't done so as openly as I have in the last week about certain topics because I was scared of being cancelled, but now I'm like, how is things gonna change if we're not going to at least voice our opinions? People, even if I'm wrong, even if I do deserve to be killed for what my ancestor did, I don't know, there's no objective law. If someone can give me a good reason for why I need to die, or I need to do whatever, or I need to suffer as a result of what my ancestors did. But if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but at least let me voice my opinions and let's talk about this stuff. So even if you don't agree with me, I mean, at least consider what I am saying, at least consider how I feel, at least consider how Gabi feels, how Falco feels, how Kaya feels. That moment when she said she wanted to be like Sasha, it made me feel like Sasha's days stopped flickering. Wait, what was I saying about Sasha? Oh, I feel like her death wasn't in vain, and that made me feel like sadness and happiness all at once, because she lived a life that she could be so proud of. And even if I die as a result of saying something or doing something that I believe in, if I die as a result of these things, not that I mean, I'm not living in an area where that kind of things happen, but I would feel like Sasha. I want to be like Sasha too. Okay, thank you guys for hearing me out. I look forward to reading your opinions, and I will see you in the review. Bye.